Welcome to Dr. Pundit. I'm Michael Douglas, where we talk about music, not medicine. And going back to the age-old conundrum, yacht rock. Many people hate that designation. Initially, I did when I first heard about this, say 20 years ago, when apparently the two people that created this term did it in the mid 2000s as part of kind of a stunt for a comedy routine or something like that. And it just really took off. And it's an all encompassing term, as you know, that describes a style of kind of laid back grooves that typically span multiple genres, country, R&B, pop, jazz, that captures an overall feeling of a musical era in music history, most notably the mid to late 70s to early to mid 80s, kind of. But there are some outliers on either side of that time period. And unsurprisingly, there are people that hate the term itself who are some of the biggest spotlights within the genre. Of course, Donald Fagen is most famously known about his antipathy toward this designation.
Hello, Mr. Fagen.
Yeah, this is he.
Yeah, hi. This is Garrett. I'm the one making this yacht rock documentary. Yeah, so I've been talking to a lot of people that have played with you and Steely Dan over the years, and I was wondering if you'd sit down with me and talk about your music in this genre.
And what genre is that?
Yacht rock.
Oh, yacht rock. Well, I tell you what. Why don't you go yourself?
I think Donald Fagen hung up on me.
Well, you can add Daryl Hall to that list. Now, Daryl Hall, who has been on some people's crap lists in the past couple of years for his ongoing feud, which apparently has irreparably damaged his relationship to his longtime duo mate, John Oates. The two don't speak to each other. And this had to do with creative control over the catalog of their music. I'm not going to get into that. It's well known. And I keep thinking to myself, yeah, I'll do a video for this, but I'm not ready to yet. I enjoy the music of Daryl Hall and John Oates. Who doesn't? It's fantastic. But Daryl Hall has gone on record to say how much he hates the term yacht rock. As a matter of fact, he basically said yacht rock is a joke by two jerk-offs, his words. Now, like I said, yacht rock is not a real genre of music, but over the course of the past, I would say definitely 5 to 7 years, it really, you really would think that it is because of the way it's lauded. As a matter of fact, HBO Max recently had a documentary on this topic that is one of their most popular documentaries. And some yacht rock artists, there I go again, that's great because that's the way I feel about it, have embraced this genre. Kenny Loggins, Christopher Cross, they're going on freaking tours supporting this. So I think that's great too. But we all know it's not a real genre, but for the sake of the human need to compartmentalize, well, it is. It's a label that was retroactively applied to a certain form of smooth 70s and 80s pop music, like I said. The music that Daryl Hall made with his estranged ex-partner John Oates often appears on a lot of yacht rock lists. And Daryl Hall is now saying how he feels about it, and he's not holding back, of course. In the most recent episode of the Rick Rubin-produced Broken Record podcast, he talks to the interviewer there, and he has that opportunity to go in on the entire idea of yacht rock.
This is something I don't understand. First of all, yacht rock was a joke by two jerk-offs in California. And suddenly it became a genre. And I don't even understand it. I never understood it. And I'm glad you're saying that. It's just R&B. It's just another form with maybe some jazz in there. It's mellow R&B. It's smooth R&B.
Yeah.
I don't see what the yacht part is. People misjudged us and because they couldn't label us, they came up with all this kind of crap, soft rock and yacht rock and all this other nonsense. And none of it really describes anything that I do.
The former rapper, now producer, musicologist, music pundit, Questlove, chimed in on this whole controversy. And when Daryl Hall talks about yacht rock basically being really not describing anything he's ever done, well, this is what Questlove posted to his Instagram. I guess Daryl Hall can't really go for that. Yeah, I know, that didn't work out there. Yeah. Suffice it to say that I think the number of artists who laud the term yacht rock far outweigh and outnumber the artists who don't. And it's really kind of surprising that the artists who are more vehement, like Daryl Hall and Donald Fagen, against this style of music are some of its biggest unwitting contributors, I guess. And that's what makes this whole thing so great. To me, it's the style of music, and you can call it whatever you want. Initially, I was a little bit hesitant to really embrace the term, but now that, as all of you know who subscribe to this channel, I do. And it's a style of music that transcends time, different genres, okay, what we really do consider genres, for an end product that just sounds fantastic. Yacht rock. I'm Michael Douglas. If you like what you see here on Dr. Pundit, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. As the late, great Barry White always says, let the music play. And I'll see you on the next episode.